Hi AfterBuzz TV fans, this is Megan Salinas, and I am here today to talk with Kara Eberle and Arryn Zech, aka the voice of Weiss and the voice of Blake from Rooster Teeth's RWBY. How are you guys doing today?
I'm great, thank you so much.
Doing awesome. It's a lot of fun here.
Yeah, it's a little warm, but apart from that, it's really good. So, how are you guys doing? How do you guys feel about Volume 2? I believe it premieres today. Didn't it premiere earlier today, or is it going up later tonight?
It'll be out at 5 Pacific and 7 Central.
On the Rooster Teeth site, roosterteeth.com, and I'm really excited for everyone's reaction. It should be great. It'll be a lot of fun.
So good. It's like tenfold better than last year. They figure out what went wrong last year and how to make it better, and they did, and I'm super excited about it.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of the behind-the-scenes videos that you guys had going up here, and for fans, it's really cool. Fans were wondering, is there anything you guys do in particular to get into character? Lindsay always has her yang to sort of get into the voice of RWBY. Do you guys have any exercises like that?
I don't really have an exercise that I do, but I kind of actually do what I would think Weiss would do as a process. I read through the script 4 times, 1 time for the story, 2nd time to highlight Weiss, figure out her feelings, 3rd time to figure out feelings of other characters, 4th time go through, talk out loud, and actually run through the whole thing. So kind of what Weiss would probably do, you know, if she was, you know, voice acting.
For Blake, the first volume I would actually like turn off the lights and get as condensed as possible, but for this season she's considerably more outgoing and talkative, and she breaks out of her shell a bit more, so I didn't have to do that. It was just more, just being there was a good way to start.
Well, and yeah, Blake, according to the trailer, seems to be the only one kind of concerned about all the stuff that's going on. Can we expect more? We've seen a little bit of the White Fang in the trailer for Volume 2. Can we expect people from Blake's past to be showing up anytime soon?
No spoilers, but people might pop around.
And we found out quite a bit. Your guys' characters, you never really crossed paths prior to going to Beacon, but we found out that the White Fang had a huge effect on Weiss's upbringing as well. Are we going to find out any more about Weiss's family and her backstory, and maybe what that whole suit of armor was about in the White trailer?
You know, again, like Arryn said, no spoilers, but some things could come up, so just keep watching, you'll find out.
It's true, and fans are super excited, and we're super excited to be doing the after show. We actually had a lot of fan submission questions for you guys. We said we were interviewing you, and fans went nuts. So I was wondering, or fans were wondering, the Golden Locks on Tumblr was wondering, on what level do you each relate to your characters?
I actually relate to Blake a lot. I'm usually a really hyperactive, energetic, like uppity person, but I think she's more of my, like, when I'm by myself person, like very calm, collected, reading, just thinking forward, and I relate to her in that aspect.
Definitely. Weiss I relate to kind of the way that she does things. You know, she likes to be a little perfect, you know, as I mentioned about the way that I read the script. There's always a process to everything, and she always has her routines down, and I'm very much like that. If I don't have everything as I think it's going to be in my head, I'll kind of have a freak out, which is probably what Weiss would do too. But, you know, as far as actually being, you know, mean like she is to other people and that kind of thing, I'm a little bit nicer than that, so.
She's got to work on it a little bit. Okay, Erica J wants to know, what was the first interest you in voice work, and whose voice work in particular has influenced you?
Oh gosh. Well, I actually went to high school and junior high and all of that stuff for acting and singing, so voice acting just kind of came naturally for me. I was always that weird kid who made voices like during lunch for no particular reason. And I mean, I still do that, so I think it made sense that this is where I ended. But what was the second part of that question? I completely spaced.
Whose work has influenced you the most?
Gosh, I don't know. I'm just character voices, like Tommy Pickles and Recess. Any show that I watched when I was a kid, it was just, that's insane. If I could be like that, if I could have that range of anybody, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, I think Monty showed me several animes. I don't remember off the top of my head exactly the names of them, but he was saying, you know, Weiss is sort of this kind of a character. And as far as voice acting goes, I'm a communication studies major, so I really studied a lot about the voice and how you use inflection to convey emotion and all that stuff. So I think that really helped when it comes to voice acting and doing that.
Yeah, it fits perfectly. She also wants to know, are there any characters that you would like to do, to do the voices of, like besides your own characters? Are there any characters you want to read lines for?
In RWBY or in like?
Yeah, in RWBY.
Oh gosh,
I would
all
say,
of them. If I could be Jean, that would be cool. Just take Miles' job. That one.
RWBY for sure.
Yeah.
I love her voice.
Just give me the lead. Yes, I'll be the lead.
Be the star. Well, they're all the stars. It's a really great ensemble cast.
Yeah, I really like how they all work well together. All of their personalities blend really well. Like, it's the yin and yang. They balance each other out. I think it's perfect.
Right, and you know, and voicing RWBY would be so much fun too, just because she's such a little kid and she's so excited and she's so much fun and so happy and I'm like, I want to do that and not be like, yeah, you know. So
that was actually a really good impression.
I want to voice her, right? I could do it. I could take Lindsay's job. Shh, don't tell Lindsay.
Mom's the word. It's only going on the internet. No worries.
Only everybody is going to see it.
That's true. Miles effing Luna wants to know, are there any memorable / funny or embarrassing booth stories that you would like to share with us today?
Miles hit me.
What?
No,
when I contact someone,
do we need to call HR?
Yeah. When I first started doing efforts, that was something that was new to me, and you completely forget about efforts whenever you're watching something because they just blend in so well. But efforts are the sounds that you make whenever you get hit, when you hit someone, when you fall, things like that. But because I wasn't used to it, I had Miles come in the booth and just like pretend to hit me, and at one point he accidentally did hit me. So that's my story. Miles hit me.
Let's see. In the booth, probably I couldn't hear them, and they didn't say the mic wasn't on. And I was going through and reading, and they had to open up the door, and they're like, "We're not recording you." I'm like, "Well, I couldn't hear you. I don't know." So I just spent like 15 minutes just practicing. We'll say that. So there you go.
There we go. That's a good way to put it. And we should probably wrap up here for a minute. But I want to know personally, how much of the you mentioned that it's so much better this season just from a technical standpoint and an animation standpoint. How much of the motion capture is actually you guys this time around? Because I know it's a team effort that all the animators work really hard. But I also know that they do have some of the actors do some of the movements because that's part of the character. Is that something that you guys got the chance to play around with this season?
I was asked to do motion capture. I didn't end up having to do it, and I know Barbara actually did a bunch of motion capture.
Barbara's done it
for Yang.
I didn't get a chance to do it. The guys actually, our animators wore high heels, and they have, but they actually put sensors on their high heels so when they walk, they can get the actual motions done. So apparently, the animators can walk like girls, and let them go for it. They can wear those stinky outfits because they're sweaty.
That's why Blake's walk is just super sassy. She's the sassiest walk I've ever seen. I always make fun of it, and I'm sure they love me for that. But
the behind-the-scenes video of all the animators walking in heels is pretty fantastic. One more question: if you, we also had a Tumblr user who wanted to know if you guys could be a Faunus in real life, what traits would you have?
Can I be a mermaid? Does that count? Are mermaids Faunus? I'm gonna be a mermaid.
Close enough.
Yes, I'm a mermaid, but I'd be able to change back. Yes.
Like Splash.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes.
I'd want to be a monkey. I love that. I could crawl up anything, hang from my tail, just crawl, hide, get on whatever I want to. That'd be really cool. I'd be the monkey. I'd be like Sun's girlfriend.
You could be a possum. Possums hang upside down too.
They're not as cute as monkeys.
They're not. Monkeys
I'd be a
are
monkey.
super cute.
Monkey.
They're not as fast either. Well, thank you guys so much for taking the time to talk to us today. Thank you so much. It's so fun. Thank you guys. This is Megan for AfterBuzz TV.